Hi, welcome to Slow English with Brian. I'm Brian. In this video, we are going to talk about listening. We will talk about how to get better at listening. First, I want to say this. Listening is not an analytic skill like doing math. It is a deep instinctual skill. You have to change the way your brain works so that you can listen well. That means that you need to practice for a long time so that your brain can change. If you don't give yourself a lot of time, your listening will not get better. I hope that you can practice your listening with me. That is why I am speaking slowly. I want to help your brain to understand English if it is spoken more slowly than it usually is. I have taught listening to students in Vietnam for many years. All of my top students in listening did the same thing. They watched a lot of YouTube videos in English. Young boys watched cartoons and videos about video games. Young girls often watched cartoons too, and also things like fashion videos or social drama videos. Adults whom I taught often watched things about their jobs. For instance, I used to teach English at a Vietnamese hospital. Some of the doctors there watched a lot of English YouTube videos because those YouTube videos taught them things that helped them to be better doctors. Those students told me that they could not find videos that taught those ideas in Vietnamese, so they had to listen in English. Listening to something that is interesting to you is extremely important for getting better at listening. So find something that you like and listen a lot every day. That way you will definitely get better. But you do need to know some grammar and some vocabulary before you start listening. If you don't understand anything that the video or the movie is saying, you should find something different to watch. If you understand maybe half of what they are saying, that's okay. That means you still understand many things and can learn new things from what you are hearing. Some students think that using subtitles is bad for your listening. I do not think so. I think that subtitles really help because they tell your brain what the people in the video are saying in two ways. They tell your brain through your eyes because you are reading, and they tell your brain through your ears because you are listening. By reading and listening at the same time, your brain will be able to change the way it hears English more effectively. You should also think about what kind of listening you want to do. For instance, when I taught in Hanoi, I had many students who wanted to get a high score in the IELTS test. So I told them to watch a lot of documentaries because documentaries are similar to the difficult parts of the IELTS listening test. However, if you don't care about IELTS, maybe you don't need documentaries. If you want better listening because you work in an office where some people speak English, you need to figure out what kind of listening you want to do, and then listen to that kind of content. That will help you to focus better, and it will help you to learn vocabulary about that environment. You should also be careful about what kind of English you are hearing. If you do not listen to native English speakers, you might learn to listen to wrong English. So I recommend listening to Americans like me, or people from Canada, or Australia, or England. There are other countries too, like South Africa. But no matter what, you should try to listen to native English speakers because they speak English very clearly and correctly. You can also do what my wife did. She is Vietnamese, and she did not know much English before she went to college here in Vietnam. When she started college, she started to study English very seriously. When she was doing her chores in her apartment before she met me, she often turned on English videos and movies, not to watch them, just to hear the sounds of English while she was working. That was very helpful to her brain because her brain heard the sounds and the rhythms of English a lot. After she graduated from college, she was able to listen to English very well. So for her, it worked. You can also watch movies, but be careful because movies in English often use English that is very fast and sometimes a bit complicated. So try to find movies that are simpler if you are not very good at listening to English already. In general, YouTube is often a little bit easier than movies are. Remember, listening is not like math. In math, if you learn a new formula or equation, you can start using it very quickly and correctly. In listening, you need a long time, usually years, to go from low-level listening to high-level listening. And you need to practice every day along the way. So practice, practice, practice. And I will help. That is the end of this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.